Look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Copper for your thoughts. Really? Really? Oh, fuck.
Hello, my dear. Darling, lead on.
Is something burdening you?
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. Vlaakith has reigned unchallenged for millennia. Freeing Orpheus could be the first strike in a new war, as well as its last. Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Yes? As you wish. Let us show them how it's done.
I've got a long road ahead.
way to raise awareness is that bloody Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Editors there could make a fuss about hanging them. Shame.
Our readers to make up their own minds.
Only Lord Gortash can protect us from the world dependent on ferocity of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer.
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources. Huh.
I think of Lord Gortash's steel watch. Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, Mr. No.
No time to chat, mate, sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
Oi! I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
I just packed the papers. If you've got a complaint, editor's inside.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types. 156, 157, 15... Oh, sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to? Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159...
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Edvard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
Tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity.
You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fists do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Pray tell, how exactly will you disseminate that information? What's the name of your highly popular broadsheet? No? Exactly. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No.
The hostel's up that way. You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it.
I bet that hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes.
There's one of you and four of us. Do you really think you can take all of us at once?
I can go and get backup.
And do you think we're just gonna sit here and wait for you and your hog friends to come back and arrest us?
Baldur's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie to an entire city?
The paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute.
Hello. Nice day for a walk. That's just a gimmick. The Steel Watch don't need to talk. They're guards.
Why, I'd spot the wearied gaze of a fellow Baldurian anywhere. Cheer up, friend. Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver Gortash to thank.
I've no qualms about the quality of the content. I've always enjoyed reading it myself.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
No time to rest.
People don't always know their own minds. You've got to keep them safe, that's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here.
I know that those who oppose Lord Gortash will burn in the all-consuming radiance of the one true light. Hail, Lord Gortash!
In my opinion, we should have a steel watcher in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, you'll laugh. Leave him some time and then...
And how will we step into his new and brilliant dawn?
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way!
And what will happen to those who oppose us? They'll be burned by the one true light! Burn!
I've no qualms about the quality of the content. I've always enjoyed reading it myself.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is. You'll not find any fear-mongering here.
Bring a Gortash!
Crush our enemy without mercy!
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support your Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there's no misinformation.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
I know that we will be protected. I know that those who oppose Lord Gortash will burn.
Once the washing is finished, you can play all you
You
like.
think we're just gonna sit here and wait for you and your hog friends to come back and arrest you?
I'm just trying to do my job, right?
I've no qualms about the quality of the content. I've always enjoyed reading it myself.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
And how will we step into his new and brilliant dawn?
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way!
And what will happen to those who oppose us?
People don't always know their own minds. You've got to keep them safe, that's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're an honest publication.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's steel watch? Well, I am so glad you asked, Edvard. No, a bit too familiar. Mr. Needle.
We know you will drive back the army of the Absolute and raise our city to its pinnacle.
Standard procedure. Gortash just wants to make sure that there is no misinformation.
The truth is the truth. We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
You shall bring us true children of the gate into the light.
Lightbringer Gortash!
The enemy without mercy!
These days, it's hard to tell if I'm reading Baldur's mouth or
I've no qualms about the quality of the content. I've always enjoyed reading it myself.
Don't tell our writers that. Their egos are big enough as it is.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, you'll laugh. Leave him some time, and then...
What's next?
Still alive. So that's progress.
Everyone has to contribute, my darling. We all have to take care of it. Once the washing is finished, you can play all you like.
People don't always know their own minds. Got to keep them safe, that's all.
You'll not find any fear-mongering here. We're an honest publication.
Why, yes, Edvard.
Breathe quiet. Move with care. Softer than a whisper.
You examine what appears to be a test print of tomorrow's broadsheet. Numerous corrections are marked in red ink. The content of the broadsheet is troubling. You feature heavily in the central article, lambasted as a danger to the city.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
That might be worth a look.
approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognized you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favor? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. Listen, mate, I'm already doing you a favor. I'm sure you can figure it out yourself. As the old saying goes, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is but to print or die. Or something like that. Oh, you've returned. Ready to sow some discord? How delightful!
The editor will be in for a surprise tomorrow.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow.
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order.
The truth is the truth.